The first process of life is growing. Animals 100% grow. Any animal grows, and so do plants. They just have a different way of doing it. A plant first starts off as a seed, then turns into a seedling, and then a shoot. As soon as it's into a shoot, that's when it actually starts growing, just like these plants over here. The second process of life is breathing. Plants do breathe. They will take in oxygen around them and then release carbon dioxide. But they don't breathe through a mouth or a nose. They breathe through a stomata, which is on the top of a plant. The stomata has guard cells, which will allow it to open and close for the taking of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide. The third process of life is eating. Plants do eat. Plants have chlorophyll inside the leaves, which makes the leaves green. Chlorophyll will allow them to make food out of water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, the soil, etc. They will then eat it, or they will eat the sugar from it. The fourth process of life is reacting to stimuli. Animals will react to stimuli depending on the heat of the weather, just like plants. For instance, an aloe vera or a cacti. They will often grow one leaf above the other to protect the leaf under it from the sun. That's how a plant will react to stimuli. The fifth process of life is reproduction. Animals 100% reproduce, and so do plants. Plants will reproduce through seeds or spores, which are underneath the fern plants over there. As soon as you shake it enough, the spores will eventually fall and reproduction will begin. For example, a bird will take the pip from a peach and eat the skin of the pip. And then while it's flying, it will randomly drop the pip, and then that's when reproduction will begin. The sixth process of life is excreting. A plant does excrete. It has stomata pores on its leaves, which will allow it to excrete. Just like we have pores on our skin, which will allow the sweat to come out of our skin. That's just what happens with plants. The seventh and final process of life is movement. A plant cannot move like an animal. It can't walk or it can't move its muscles, but it definitely does a movement. Its new leaves will grow and its shoots will grow. That is still counting as movements. Just like a sunflower, the whole flower will move to the direction of the sun. That way, that counts as movement. Just like all leaves will move to the direction of the sun. That is my speech on biodiversity. I hope you enjoyed.